The Ashtavakra Gita, presented by Svayam Prakash Sharma, Part 9. The ninth part consists of chapter 15. This is the most important chapter of the Ashtavakra Gita, in which Ashtavakra lays emphasis on this fact that there is only one ultimate reality, which is the self or the Atma or Brahm. He tells that the self or the Atma is supreme wisdom. The self is God. The self is Brahm. The self is that. The self is immutable. The self is indivisible. The self is silent. It neither comes nor does it go. It has no birth. It has no action. And it has no ego. As the waves of the world originate from the ocean like, from the uncreated, from the boundless and tranquil self or the Atma, there is neither any gain nor is there any loss of the Atma. The self or the Atma is in all existences, and all existences are in the self or the Atma. Chapter 15. Ashtavakra says, a person who has pure intelligence, he obtains his supreme goal, even if he is taught casually. On the other hand, a person who does not have pure intelligence, he is still confused even after spending his entire life inquiring after the supreme goal. Know that detachment from the sense objects is salvation, while passion, while longing for the very same sense objects, is bondage. Now that you know this, do as you please. This knowledge of the truth of the Atma makes a person who is eloquent. It makes him wise and vigorous. It makes him mute. It makes him inert. And it makes him inactive. Because of this, the Atma is shunned. The Atma is avoided by those people who wish to enjoy the world. Know also that you are not the body, nor does the body belong to you. You are neither the enjoyer, nor are you the doer. You are pure intelligence itself. You are the eternal witness, and you are the indifferent onlooker. Knowing this, move about happily. Knowing this, live your life happily. Live your life in happiness. Passion and aversion, these are qualities of the mind. It is the mind that has these qualities. It is the mind that passionately desires something, and it is the mind that passionately hates or dislikes something. These are not your qualities. These qualities do not belong to you. Always remember that the mind is never yours. Once you realize and understand this, then you are free from all desires and all thoughts. Know that you are intelligence itself and free from fluctuations. Therefore, move about happily. Therefore, live happily. Realize and understand that the self or the Atma is in all beings, and all beings are in the self or the Atma. Then, realizing and understanding this, be free from ego's sense. Be free from the sense of possessiveness or ownership, and make yourself happy. Just as waves spring from the ocean, in precisely the same way, the world springs from you. You, in fact, are that intelligence. O you who are pure intelligence, be free from the fever of the world. Be free from the feverish activities of the world. Have faithfulness, my child. Have faithfulness. Have no delusion about this. Do not be deluded about this. Know that you are the essence of the Supreme that transcends nature. You are the Lord. You are the Supreme Self. You are the Param Atma. Know that the human body is saturated by the attributes of the senses. The human body is completely filled by the attributes of the senses. It is this human body that is saturated by the attributes of the senses that comes, that stays, and that goes. But the self or the Atma, it neither comes nor does it go. That being the case, why do you lament over this? Why do you grieve over this? The body may remain to the end of the cycle of eras, to the end of time itself, or it may vanish even today itself. Will there be any increase or decrease of yourself who are pure intelligence? No. There will not be any decrease or any increase of yourself. Since no activity or movement can be associated with the self or the Atma, which is subsistent, which is eternal, and which is immutable. In you, who are the infinite ocean of consciousness, the waves that represent the universe, they spontaneously rise and they spontaneously disappear. Because of this, there is no loss or gain of yours. O child, you are pure intelligence itself. This visible universe is not different from you. Therefore, how can there be any thought of its acceptance or its rejection? Where can there be any thought of its acceptance or its rejections? Whose can there be any thought of its acceptance or its rejection? Remember that it is the identification of your own self with the self or the Atma alone which can enable you to rise above all opposites, such as pleasure and pain, such as good and evil, and such as acceptance or rejection. From you who are indivisible, from you who are changeless, from you who are serene and stainless, and from you who are all pervasive consciousness, how can there be birth? How can there be activity? And how can there be egoism? There can be no birth, no activity, and no egoism from you who are indivisible, changeless, serene and stainless, and all pervasive consciousness. Know that you alone are manifest in whatever you see. Do the bracelets, do the armlets, and do the anklets appear different from the gold they are made of? The ornaments do not shine. It is the gold in them that shines. Similarly, the universe does not shine. It is I alone who shines. Abandon all such distinctions, such as I am that, I am this, I am neither this nor that. Know for certain, know for sure that the self, that the Atma is all, and knowing this, be free from any reasoning whatsoever and be happy. The universe, in fact, exists only due to your ignorance. In reality, it is you alone who exist. Therefore, there is no God, nor is there any creature other than yourself. Know that this world is only an illusion. It is nothing. Knowing this for certain, knowing this for sure, one becomes desireless and pure intelligence. He finds serenity because for him, nothing exists. In the ocean of existence, the one pure self, the one pure Atma only was, the one pure Atma only is, and the one pure Atma only will be. In the ocean of existence, it is the one pure Atma only that existed in the past. It is the one pure Atma only that exists in the present, and it is the one pure Atma only that will exist in the future. Therefore, there is neither bondage nor is there salvation for you. Fulfill yourself and move about happily. Fulfill yourself and live happily. O pure intelligence, do not agitate your mind with thoughts of affirmation and denial. Do not agitate your mind with the thoughts of approval and rejection. Silence all such thoughts and live happily in your own self. Live happily in your own Atma, which is the embodiment of bliss itself. Forsake in every way, give up in every way, even contemplation itself. Hold nothing in your consciousness. You are the self, you are the Atma, and surely you are always free. Why do you ponder over the self or the Atma for nothing? Yes, why do you ponder over the self or the Atma for nothing? This concludes chapter 15 and part 9 of the Ashtavakra Gita. Om Shanti, 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 Om.